We're in the middle of a live stream, and Ricky Gervais is still one of my favorite people. Hello, everyone. I am still Beckham Random 42, the most diverse YouTuber in my channel, I believe, right? I know you guys are teasing me in the chat. We're in the middle of a live stream, so anything you say or pop up on screen will be in the video, assuming I get around to clipping it for tomorrow or later tonight. Ricky Gervais is at it again, still calling out, the people who want to look down on us from their little ivory towers and their mansions.
Let's go eat some fried fish. Come on, Vogue.
Vogue. I still hear it up higher every time she does that. I'm gonna do it's like when Cartman hears Come Sail Away. Anytime I hear her sing Vogue off key, I gotta go in and do it right because it bothers me. Ricky Gervais says people are sick of being lectured by multimillionaires. Yeah, we are. Boy, am I tired of it. And, anytime I see any of those celebrities who want to tell me this or that or assume whatever side I'm on, they can just pay me if they want to talk down to me like that, because I'm tired of these people. They're not entitled to my money. They're not entitled to my business. They're not entitled to me being a fan of theirs. And you know what? Ricky Gervais earned it. Ricky Gervais has made me laugh consistently for years and years and years, and he's not preaching at me and telling me what I need to do, say, think, act. Not only that, he's not even aware of why people are coming after him, which is great because he's actually on the right think side. But oh no, he called out the little buddies. Takes aim at preaching celebs and that Imagine video in an epic rant. I have ranted numerous times about that Imagine video where they had the nerve to get there and they're like, oh, we're not wearing makeup. We look just like you. We look like just... Yeah, you know why they weren't wearing makeup? It's because when you put makeup product on your eyes come in contact with it gets you sick. That's one of the points of contact with a lot of things. So you're more likely to get sick from things that touch your face, like your makeup or any of that stuff, or especially your eye makeup. That's why they weren't wearing makeup. It wasn't to make them look more believable or anything. It was just to protect their own selfish little selves so they don't get anything. And you know what? Let's face it, we can't afford to lose any more of these celebrities in the great toilet paper shortage of 2020. That goat says, damn, we're smooth.
Damn, we're smooth.
In his rant, he accused the stars of the Imagine video of trying to get publicity. They are. Gal Gadot enlisted a host of stars just to sing the John Lennon classic with her in a stunt that was branded out of touch by many social media users. Like me. Oh, I called her out on it, and I got a good, 20,000 views on that video. I called her out on it, and I said, look, sweetie, people are out of jobs. They don't need you to tell them imagine a world without possessions. Okay, and everyone from Joe Rogan to Ricky Gervais and everybody with a brain has been calling them out on their crap. And we're tired of being talked down to by these people who don't have to worry where their next meal's coming from, where they don't have to worry about where they're going to go if they can't pay their rent. They don't have to worry about any of that stuff. They're just in their own little bubble. And this is what I love about Ricky Gervais. He sees that too. The Afterlife star took aim at such stars as Sam Smith, who have lamented having to self-isolate in their mansions. Ricky's rant came days after he risked starting a feud with the Beckham family, where he liked a negative tweet about being done with the family. Oh, boo-hoo. It's the Beckham of David and Victoria Beckham. You were Posh Spice, and you were out there singing at me to spice up my life and shimmying all over the place, so don't you get to tell me about nothing. Seriously, you were a Spice Girl. You were a Spice Girl. The bands I listened to would have beat up your happy ass. I listened to shit like the Dead Milkmen, okay? Spice Girls. That being said, I do appreciate the aesthetic, and I would often watch them at night on MTV right before I'd hear, something halfway decent, like a Marilyn Manson song or something, because that's what they would be doing. They'd be like, and the ziggy and all their little dancing and shit. They were nice to look at. They bounced around quite a bit. They had nice personalities, didn't they? And that's all they were good for. And Posh Spice didn't even have that, because she'd stand there and she was the emaciated one who didn't even have anything to look at. Ricky Gervais has lashed out at celebrities for using their platforms to preach at the public. In an interview with BBC Radio 5 Live, the 58-year-old comedian began with looking back at the infamous Image video filmed by Gal Gadot and her A-list pals. The Wonder Woman actress enlisted a host of stars to sing the classic, and her stunt was branded out of touch. We already read that. Did they repeat that? It was an awful rendition, but they might have been doing it for good reasons to help these normal nobodies. But they're going, my film is coming up, and I'm not on telly. I need to be in the public eye. Not all of them, but some of them. Oh, yeah. Many of them did. You can see it in their eye. I could cry at the beauty of my personality. I'm just so beautiful for doing this, and everyone sees that. We get it. Yeah, aren't they just so wonderful? See, they're just like us, going around without all their makeup and stuff, and Gal Gadot looking like she's had a few hits of fresh air there. And here it is for us to enjoy.
Or,
oh yeah, she's
about this video.
Coherent much?
It goes like this. Imagine there's no heaven.
Yeah, she's really low key. She's really off. Oh, please. And she's got all of her little buddies in here. She's got Jimmy Fallon. She's got James Marsden, who was just in the Sonic movie. She's got, what's her name here? Sarah Silverman, who pees into Pringles cans because she thinks that's funny. You guys,
I hope someday.
I've already ripped on this one so many times. Can't deal with that. She sounds high. She looks high. It's the puffiness around her eyes. Take it from me. I live in Colorado. I know what that looks like, okay? Trust me, I know what that looks like. So they're saying, imagine there's no hunger, or whatever it is, and I don't remember it. Coco era, but my Beatles stuff was more sitar heavy. But I'm more of a sitar fan than anything. So the Beatles stuff I like is always the sitar. The Afterlife star then took aim at such stars as Sam Smith. Oh, I did a video on that one too. Who have lamented having to self-isolate. Rick scoffed, for Star, you won't hear me complain. Not when there's nurses doing 14-hour shifts and frontline workers carrying on, risking their health. I'm fine, don't worry about me. I go for walks on Hampstead Heath, and we've got a garden. There are people in high-rise blocks with 3 kids. I can't complain. This is why millionaires in their mansions with their gym and going for a swim can't lecture people. See, that's the other thing. I can't go to the gym. They're all closed. My apartment one, it's closed. I can't go to the pool. It's closed. I can't go to anywhere. I don't, unless somebody wants to throw a treadmill or an elliptical in my P.O. box, which I do have a P.O. box if people want to contribute, any of that sort of thing. They're more than welcome to, and I certainly would accept any donations. But this is why people are like, oh, you're this, you're this, you're this. Well, and if I could really go out to the gym, I'd be working on that now, wouldn't I? The Derek Star concluded, people are sick of being lectured. Multimillionaires telling them to clean their coffee jar and put it in the right bin. They know these celebrities are taking private jets to their private islands. They're sick of it. Oh yeah, I am. Ricky's rant came days after he started a feud with the Beckham family when he liked a negative tweet about being done with the family. His interaction with the now deleted tweet was linked to the story about Victoria's fashion company furloughing 30 members of its staff. Oh, she's got more money than God. Why didn't she pay them? Why didn't she just pay them their salary? Oh, Miss Posh Spice, who married David Beckham, football star, you couldn't just pay them. No, you couldn't do that, sweetie. Florida Spice Girl has come under sustained criticism for taking advantage of the taxpayer-funded scheme rather than using the family's wealth, estimated to be £335 million to pay the staff. That's not dollars, that's pounds. So that's probably closer to about $500 million. She's richer than Ellen. And she didn't even do nothing but go, stop right now. I don't remember the song, but that's all they did. And they can't sing even. They're not even that good. The former Spice Girl... That's the problem with these pop stars. They don't understand shit about shit. Controversial post obtained by The Sun, which Ricky had liked, read, the effing Beckham. Sorry, I'm done with them now. Shame on them. And you know what? Why should he apologize for that? His opinion is just as valid as theirs, right? He had it with a chuckle. I don't go out much anyway, but there's always too much booze in the house. It's always been the 6 p.m. watershed for as long as I remember. Obviously, I am looking at the watch. The comedian's annual hosting of the Golden Globe Awards hit headlines in January. Oh yeah, we love that one. when he told star-studded Hollywood audience that they weren't in a position to lecture the public and demanded that the winners, when they come up, accept your little award, thank your agent, thank your God, and F off. And that was when I really remembered how much I loved Ricky Gervais. Absolutely. He claimed he wasn't powerful, and that fellow directors and producers shouldn't be annoyed about some little fat Brit adding, I'm speaking of the millions of people who aren't powerful. And I appreciate that. I appreciate at least one or two people having some sort of common sense. And I wonder how much money this suit was that Posh Spice can barely even fill out because she doesn't have a figure. I wonder how much little Miss Victoria Adams paid for this. I wonder how much. And yeah, because as you know, I did look at the Spice Girls jiggle back in the 90s. And of course he is currently, and I do know he's using this for publicity, and he's using this in the best way possible. He's using the psychology of what he thinks the public are going to respond to watch his series Afterlife. Let's see, celebrities have regularly taken to social media during the cough lockdown, and they're documenting some of the mundane realities of everyday life. However, public sympathy for the stars, many of the multimillionaires, has been in short supply as Brits across the country face daily struggles to put food on the table, and, Americans too. I'm using a British dirt sheet here, a British rag. TV chef Gordon Ramsay has been under fire in recent days, flouting the government's guidance and moving his family to their $4 million beachfront house in Cornwall, despite everyone being repeatedly told to remain where they are. Ooh, but that's a nicer house, isn't it? Gordon. After the move, he was mocked for describing the lockdown life and the glamorous property as a living nightmare. Oh, fuck off, Gordon. Here's where we go. Gordon Ramsay is somebody that I do have some respect for when he's going in and fixing a restaurant, fixing a kitchen, fixing a hotel. I like that about him. He's very blunt. He's very much somebody I take inspiration from. I speak a lot like a Brit sometimes. This is why I'm like, oh, fuck off. Seriously, Gordon, you know as well as anybody else. You should know better. You grew up in poverty in Scotland. You should remember this. I get it, you're not now. In an interview with Capital FM's Roman Kemp, in which he discussed the amount of cooking he's had to do for family, he said, "Can you please tell me when all of this will end? Every single day is the same. I'm the resident kitchen porter, working my fingers to the bone. I have honestly cooked more food in the past 10 days than I had in the past 10 years of my career." Ooh, is he a big fat phony? Well, he comes in and he cooks like maybe one meal here and there because he doesn't have to anymore. I swear they have blisters on my bloody hands from cooking so much. Singer Peter Andre also moaned of the struggling for ways to fill the days in isolation. In an Instagram post last month, captioned "bored," he wrote, "I've cleaned my house 613, 543 times. I need coffee. Shit, I've run out of milk. I go to the local shop. Oh wait, I'll clean my house again." Well, welcome to real life. Welcome to the rest of us, where I bought a thing of toilet paper and I felt guilty for it. But they actually had toilet paper and they had the brand I like. And I'm like, oh, they have the brand I like. I don't need this yet, but I will in like 4 days. And in 4 days, what if they don't have this? So that's what I'm thinking. And that's all. I missed this one. Many suggest comments were aimed at singer Sam Smith, who broke down in tears on Instagram. Pierce Morgan echoed the funny man's sentiment on Good Morning Britain as he told viewers, "Ricky Gervais has spoken for all of us. Or certainly for me today. I don't want to hear it either. You look at some celebrities who've done amazing things using their power and influence for real good. And others post these videos, Madonna from her mansion, from her rose petal candlelit bath, wailing away as if this could improve morale instead of destroy it. It's a very interesting realignment of priorities here, where people have been reminded who the real stars of society are, and we've gotten very intolerant, actually, of those who seemed important before. I don't think Harry and Meghan wanted to be on the front pages today. I think they probably just wanted to be quiet in their own front pages because one of their friends, but they're on the front pages because one of their friends has spoken to Harry and said he's finding it challenging. Of course, this grates because they're currently in a mansion, which they're probably not even paying for, in Malibu, Los Angeles, self-isolating, having to do nothing at all. No one wants to hear about Prince Harry's challenging life. Here's Ellen, pictured, who was also criticized after comparing quarantine in her mansion to being in jail. I'll trade you, sweetie. I'll trade you. I'll even take care of your wife for you, because you know what? I can probably do the giggity a little more satisfactory, too. She made comments from her California home in her virtual show after she was forced to go home and start broadcasting from there. Like I do every day, but I'm not getting paid $300 million to do it. Are we at a braless bounce total today? I don't know yet. I'm looking. We are. You know what we are? Since we are at the Brawless Bounce Total, we'll do it live. We'll do it right here for everybody on the Jiggle Cam because I wasn't paying attention. I did throw down. I did. You know what? If they want to complain, then I would gladly trade any of them jobs, salaries, careers, and you know what? I can probably do a little bit better than they can. Also, I'm poofy. This shirt makes me poofy. I don't like the poofy shirt. It's all right. Jiggle Cam, go away. Against a picturesque backdrop, she added, it's mostly because I've been wearing the same clothes for 10 days and everyone here is gay. Ooh, they're the G word, aren't they? That is insensitive to people in the prison system. Sorry, Ellen. And I've made countless Ellen videos. I made countless videos on her. However, the comments were edited out of the video and it was later re-uploaded to YouTube after receiving a raft of negative comments. Madonna was also accused of lacking the perspective after posting an odd video from her bath, in which she said it's a great equalizer and what's terrible about it is what's great about it. Yeah, it's making you equal. You're not, though. You just can't go and buy milk as easily as you used to be able to. Kylie Jenner, meanwhile, was slammed for comparing the lockdown to her pregnancy, where she said, prepared me for this, adding, I didn't leave for months. Oh, boo-hoo. I worked retail, sweetie, from 2004 to 2014, where you have to basically be available at the drop of a hat and a moment's notice sometimes to stay 2 or 3 hours later if you actually want enough hours to work that week. And what basically happens is that now you have to pretty much buy something to eat or else you'll starve for the rest of the day. So you're spending one of your hours worth of money on food at the store because, you know, let's face it, you get a little tired of bringing a lunch if you might not be asked to stay that day. So you don't bring in something cheap like ramen noodles or something. No. You end up buying like something expensive at a fast food court, and that's not healthy for you. Those little things, you know, you have to come in at 2 a.m. some nights to get a sale put up if you're working retail. Sometimes you have to work weird hours. My normal start time was 6:30 in the morning for years, and it kept being pushed back, especially fourth quarter. You go in at 5 a.m. You don't have time or money to just go out and do things. You have to pretty much say, you know what, I could go out tonight, or I could actually get a night's sleep so I'm not useless tomorrow, because what if they need me to stay? Because that's what a fucking adult does. That's what a responsible adult does. You prioritize how you're going to live before you have fun. I'm tired of these celebrities. I'm tired of them. They're so terrible. More Furious' greetings. Well, hello. Welcome. So now that I've complained and bitched about my horribly ridiculous privileged life, I suppose, I'm going to go back to my live stream. How are you guys doing?